For thousands and thousands of years, humans communicated face to face. Think about it. You build the pyramids. The only way to talk about it was to talk about it. Any inventions, any correspondence was happening face to face. And then, of course, Greek messengers ran messages across the countryside and so on, but face to face was it. This is how humans communicated. The quest to understand, the quest to be understood is done in a human, one-to-one, face-to-face way. It's just how we're built. These are still the brain 1.0s that our ancestors got. We never got brain 2.0 or brain 3.0. We don't upgrade. We're just packing more stuff into the same grand matter that our ancestors had. In his great book, A World Without Email, Cal Newport talks to us about the promise of email was the fantastic idea that what would take a day or sometimes hours or a day can now be done in minutes and now seconds. And think of the time savings you're going to have when you can do email. Think of all the time we're going to save. We can put that toward collaborating. We can put that toward strategic problem solving, right? I know you're laughing. I can hear the giggles. You know what we did with all the time we saved? We sent more email. Because if it's easy to send the one so fast, well, so can this. And by the way, if we add more people, everybody knows instantly, and I'm out. So it starts piling up. It starts piling up. And the same way that the person who invented PowerPoint probably said, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. Think of the creative things that are going to happen. And then we turned into 7-point bullet point slides. Email did the same thing. All we did was send more. Nextdoor. Who are my Nextdoor app people out here? We know about Nextdoor, right? It's kind of the app you keep on your phone, and it's designed to kind of keep a community somewhat connected. That was the whole idea of a sort of an online. I see people shaking their heads. They're looking at Nextdoor, and you know what happens? Sometimes it does just what it's supposed to do. Lost dog, tabby is found, owner happy. A lot of times, it turns into a devolving, ridiculous, tangential, I don't think dogs should be allowed to walk. Well, I don't think dogs should be allowed at all. And, next thing, you just have all these people they think it, so they just say it, and then they send it. Think it, type it, send it. Or as I call, ready, fire, aim. But if we only let that technology run us, we don't actually take advantage of our humanity. When you meet somebody for the first time, and normally in workshops, I ask you all to get up. Some of you might have attended the one in November. When I did here, we get up, we do a quick 1-minute intro of each other, and we record it. Can you believe Derrick Henry is a Raven? No, I can't. Can you? So, another, I don't know you, but this is what happens, right? We generally go with what? What are all these words I'm showing you? These are nouns. We all have nouns. Name, title, rank, serial number, how many years I've been, the names of my kids, nouns. And the brain, now I'm speaking to your networking side, the brain remembers verbs. They remember what you're changing, what you're transitioning, what you're conforming, what you're transforming. And that's what the brain remembers, those action words. And how many of those do we use when we network or meet new people? Not often. And that's because we're just not trained to think like that. We're trained to read our resume, whether it's a business resume or whether it's our life resume. If you want to be interesting, the do's is to be interested. Okay? It's not a one-way street. You have to be in front of them, showing them that no one is interested in your business more than you are. Nobody asks better questions than you do. Nobody puts them first like you do. You got to be interesting, and then they, in turn, will turn the humanity back onto you. I'll say it again, folks. We're under a lot of attack by technology, and if we don't pay attention to it, technology will be happy to be our surrogate communicating channel. And that is not how long-term partnerships get built. Everybody sends email, everybody sends text, everybody posts on social. You've got to bring that human element back to the game. And for those of you that are already doing it, I suggest you level it up. This is the balance that has to win, right? I love technology. I'm not so crazy about the interpersonal part. Level it up. I love interpersonal. I don't really crazy about technology. Take that technology acumen just a notch or two and strike that perfect balance. This is how partners get built. Thank you very much for your time tonight. It's been a real privilege to address you all.
That was awesome, man.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, buddy.